The consequences of defunding the police are leading to anarchy in America. Cops are under attack while crime surges all across the country. After Portland was battered with a year of riots, an entire squad is now resigning. The police department's 50-person crowd control unit is stepping down after one officer was indicted for using excessive force during the unrest last year. And look at this insane crime surge in Portland. Shootings are up 126%, and homicides have increased 530%. That's a lot. Other major cities like New York and Chicago are seeing a dramatic increase in violence thanks to liberal policies. And criminals are more brazen than ever. The NYPD just put out a video of a man getting gunned down in broad daylight after running into two young children on the sidewalk. Thankfully, the kids were unharmed and the victim is expected to survive. Democrats are turning on their own, like this politician in the Windy City.
The problem is that, the Democratic Party on so many levels seems to be enamored with the mentality of being enablers to criminality. And I am proof that you don't have to cozy up to criminals to get reelected. You don't have to play identity politics. Sometimes voters just want the truth.
All right, let's just get this out of the way. Greg, where can people get the T-shirt if they want it?
You can get it at the Fox store.
Fox shop?
Yeah, the Fox shop. I don't think they have them in yet, but I just got the first one, so I thought I would wear it.
Okay.
Yes, and it's got the exclamation point, right?
We're talking about crime that is a fashion crime.
Thank you.
And but Jessica probably won't do anything about it.
I'm enjoying it, actually.
But tell me what you think about this guy from the Windy City, that's Chicago, for those of you guys who don't know that. He's saying that Democrats think they need to coddle up to criminals to win elections.
No, I think there are two things going on here. Number one, Democrats don't like to be seen taking the side of the opposition, even if the opposition is right. And I would say sometimes Republicans are like that as well. But in this case, there's such overwhelming evidence that people are dying because of your ego and because you don't want to align yourself with somebody you think is immoral or evil Republican. I just want to can we come up with one city in which there's a Republican mayor and there's trouble? Because I spent all night working at the library, the Fox Library. I couldn't find one example of a Republican mayor leading a city that's in trouble. The other point is the biggest threat, according to President Biden, is the white supremacist movement. Yet we still don't have the stats for that. We don't have the names. We don't have the organized crime gangs that are causing crime sprees in the name of white supremacy. And yet we know the names of the clowns in Oregon. It's called Antifa. And they tell us where they are, Portland. And yet that's called an idea when it's actually it's a violent mob that is destroying a city. So basically what we're doing is we're giving bad actors what they want by denying they exist while chasing this phantom of white supremacy under every bed. And this is a replica, like I said yesterday, of every bloody revolution. You start with, when the population gives in to an immovable minority, meaning a small number of people. Do we know how many people are in Antifa? We don't, do we?
Just an idea, Greg.
It's just an idea, but I bet you could fit them in an auditorium.
You probably could, because they go from city to city, and I don't know if they've been infiltrated by the FBI.
They're like a traveling
to look into.
Traveling carnival.
And now this 50-person unit in Portland has resigned en masse. Do you think something like that is what's needed for politicians to snap out of their daze?
I think it goes to show how there's this widespread blanket demoralization with law enforcement in Portland. They feel completely unprotected. They feel attacked by the very vocal minority in the city. And the DA there, Mike Schmidt, he is awful. I talked to my brother. I've talked about my brother a lot. He was a cop in Gresham, which is just outside Portland. He was a parole and probation officer for years in Multnomah County. And he is a shooting instructor at the Oregon State Police Academy. So he talks to cops all the time. And he said that proactive policing will go on the decline this year. They're going to be, cops are going to be like firefighters. They will only respond when something bad happens instead of going out, talking to people, engaging, stopping stuff before it starts. Because for them, it's not worth it to get indicted. And it just goes to show this sort of revolt, they're standing up to a mayor, a nutless mayor, and a DA who does not have their back. They will not indict aggressive criminal felons who are making the city very unfree.
Did you say nutless?
I did. He's the
Is he
nutless
allergic?
wonder.
He's allergic.
It's
to
an
nuts.
allergy.
I think
It's a
it's
food
the
allergy.
cashew.
That's right.
Very problematic.
And now children, as we showed you before, Dagan, are getting caught in the crossfire. I mean, thank God they're okay, but a stray bullet, goodbye, your life's over, and the parents have to pick up the pieces.
Pro-crime, anti-cop, and law-abiding residents and victims just have to fend for themselves. That is the land of left-wing lunacy, and it starts with the governor, and you can look here in New York. This is Cuomo down to the mayor, de Blasio, the city council, the district attorneys who have demonized, not only demonized police, which has the same effect as defunding the police because it makes them step back and then people retire, but also this has been going on for years, that laws and changes to the books that have let people free onto the street. A couple of things. I've talked to cops all the time in the street, and I always ask them, how am I supposed to defend myself? Strict gun laws here. You know, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, because if I defend myself, I'm going to be the one who winds up in jail. They're going to throw me away, and the victim will be on, you know, on MSNBC and CNN. And that one friend of mine said, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'd rather face a jury than wind up in a coffin, in essence. I think that one of the tests will be this the Democratic primary for mayor here in New York City, because there's one guy in the lead, Adams, former cop. If he wins this primary, he will be the next mayor, because the other two are a disaster. And I think that if he wins this primary, like there's Catherine Garcia who wants police officers fined for not wearing masks last year. And then Maya Wiley ran an ad demonizing the NYPD in a campaign. And then she literally vowed to slash the NYPD's budget because trauma from dealing with cops is a bigger problem than crime here. If Adams wins, it will be a signal to the rest of the Democrats, the lunatics across the country, that that this anti-cop, pro-crime stance won't work anymore.
Jessica, I opened up the New York Post today, best paper in the country, only paper I read, besides the Wall Street Journal, also a great paper. And they had one of those little pie charts, which I love. It's probably the only chart I can understand.
And you love pie.
I love pie and the chart. And over 30% of Democrat primary voters say crime is the #1 issue they're going to vote on in this primary. And this is something that we have talked about for a whole year. Democrats and the media have denied that crime is even on the rise. It's an issue, yet their own voters, it's their top priority by a mile.
100% by a mile. And Dagan's absolutely correct about Eric Adams' rise to the top of the heap. He was running kind of in 3rd or 4th place. Andrew Yang was on top, actually. And Eric Adams started talking about his policing background and how we have to strike a balance between supporting those who wear the uniform and ensuring that we have a fair and equitable system and get good criminal justice reform and make sure that, you know, people don't end up in jail for the rest of their lives for smoking a joint. Now, I think he is going to win, and it's our first time with ranked choice voting. But what Eric Adams is talking about is exactly what that alderman from Chicago is talking about. And it relates to Greg's point, which I think is very well taken, that it's incredibly hard for partisans, especially in elected office, when the fringes are so loud in terms of the supporters, to say, you know what, my colleague across the aisle has a point about this. And that does cut both ways. Unfortunately, on this issue, people end up dead because of it. And I'm wondering where the national discussion is about reforms that we can have in these major cities. Because do you remember the group of mayors, the Mayors Alliance that started under Mike Bloomberg, right, where mayors from every major city came together to say, what is going to work for all of us? And Republican mayors came and Democratic mayors came and police chiefs. And we need to hear more about that because a lot of these problems are the same systemic issues in these cities. And I think that that would be a great solutions-oriented way forward. Biden could call on that for that to be happening more publicly.
Well, I can tell you where I came from. You can't punch an old lady in the face and break her nose and not go to jail and get a desk appearance ticket. And that's exactly what happens over and over again.
Felony assault, absolutely right.
Over and over again in New York City. And it basically, you have to kill somebody to get thrown in jail around here. And that is a bail reform that was shepherded by the Democrats.
Okay, but can I just add something to that very quickly? If you want real criminal justice reform, you got to stop talking to Republicans and Democrats. You have to talk to libertarians. libertarians, because they have been the most critical and the most reasonable about the issue for so long, and they're not having these swinging emotional reactions to things, and they actually have a really solid list of actions that you could implement now across the country and make things better. When 50 good cops resign from an entire riot unit, that's not criminal justice reform. Getting rid of bad cops, that's criminal justice reform, but that's not happening in places like Portland.
And no one's spending their life behind bars for smoking pot.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.